Here, Ani. I got the snacks and drinks I promised.
Okay, cool. Chips, check. Mars's candy, check. Cola, check. If only we had some roast chicken left.
You snooze, you lose, broski. You can never keep me from the roast.
Anyway, back to the reports.
You're enjoying this? I thought you were against this all.
I mean, duh. Someone in this club needs to be cautious. And if you're not going to do it, then I will.
Hey, I'm plenty cautious.
Okay, try getting unwritten, and then we can talk. And it's not like I'm not worried about the danger. Each one of these sounds like it could kill us in a single sentence. But, that being said, the stories themselves are really interesting. It's like reading a report in a narrative form in the worst way possible. We get to follow this story of Adam and how the world collapses around him. And besides, based on what we've read so far, if this is dangerous, we would probably be dead by now. So at this point, it's snacks, fire, and horror for the rest of the night.
Come on, don't make this sound like it's even more school.
Listen, you can be interested in the weird sci-fi horror mysteries that exist around the school as if you were hunting for cryptids in the woods. I'm interested in what it actually means for the rest of us.
And you plan to take stuff away from this how?
We already know that there are ideas that can destroy memories or directly harm you, and that they can be used or manipulated. We don't know how, but we know that it's possible. And I bet trying to figure out how requires just searching the library.
What exactly do you plan to do with this info?
I have a score to settle with Van Latte.
Ani?
Anyway, I have the perfect reader for Adam Wheeler's Crash Out. Catalina, you're up.
Me?
It fits.
Okay, hold on. The library doesn't cause me nearly any panic. You can chalk all that up to the stoner who consumed an entire chicken in 30 minutes straight.
Sad, dude.
See? You can't exactly blame me.
Rowan, do you think Kat would do well for this one?
Why not? It's the first that she can even read in the last hour. It would be a nice change of pace.
See? Rowan agrees.
Ani, isn't this a bit much?
Oh, come on. Take one look at Catalina and tell me she isn't having fun.
Huh?
Okay, actually, you know what? I do see it.
Huh?
Get reading, man. We gotta get our Body Snatchers Part 2 going.
Okay, fine. But only because I want to find out what happens to Adam. But it was that bad. They wrestle him to the ground and pin his arm out flat, forcing his fist open to give access to his left index finger. The dread idea is beating on the door of his mind, demanding to be let in. It's wrong. The shape of it is awful, and it's too big and slick with poison, and he knows if he lets it in, it'll swamp everything he is, filling his home up with sludge and broken glass. It wants to drown him in it, and he knows it'll replace everything he is with itself. He knows it's taken the rest of the world already, and all of the people around him, and he holds out, and he continues to hold out, right up until one of the people pinning him produces a chisel. Guys, it looks like the next few bits of this are like blocked out, like it's like all blank, and like maybe I can skip ahead or. Ooh, okay, so it looks like it's the next few pages are like seriously redacted. Is what it looks like. I can try to read in between the lines. So like after the first bit of blank, it's overrides everything else. And that's like another two sentences. It's like, yes, he says. Yes, he throws the door open, and ooh, that's a good bit of like, what the hell is this? Okay. So there's like I got a bit here, and it goes, the world is ruined. Well, that seems important. I really wish I could like see what it's. Nope, it's still still redacted, and then beautiful things, and smash them or cover them with filth. Find delightful people and disfigure, and still, I'm not kidding. Look at this. Look at this. What? We who are drowning in and driven by Va, who radiate blank. They who number in the billions and are blank for the engine. What? Like, seriously, what the hell is this? What? I can't. In the center of the city, blank, where people can be fed in and the door locked, irreversible, intact, and watching. What am I supposed to do with this? The last splinter of Adam Wheeler. Okay, starts to work against that which it knows to be wrong. And then there's more blanks, more blocked out, redacted. A ray up there, a narrow, yellow, nourishing sunbeam. He follows it, over the top of the walls, and out of the city. Okay. Away from the core. A kind of thread unravels behind him, an infestation. A black slug drops from his tear duct, falls to the asphalt, and shrivels. And oh, good, the rest of this isn't redacted. It's not redacted, guys. Okay, I can keep writing. Can I start over? I'm gonna start over. This is gonna be the beginning of the story now. There we go. Okay. He regains consciousness on a hard, scrubbed floor in a wide, cool corridor. He's lying against one wall of the corridor, as if tossed there like a rag doll, with his back to the wall and his right arm stretched out, clenched into such a tight fist that his finger joints are hurting. He releases the fist, gasping. Disoriented, aching, he rolls and plants his other hand on the floor, and it's then that he discovers what happened to his hand. He reacts as he must react. He clutches the stubs where his first two fingers were, and screams and cries hopelessly at the echoing building. Nobody answers him. The last thing he remembers, he was playing Shostakovich. He was flying through it, unimpeded. In his mind, he can hear what he was playing, note perfect, right up to the instant the memory cuts off. And he can't think of what comes next. Instead, that last incomplete snippet of music goes around and around in his head, abruptly ending mid-note and slowly fading back in again, for a few seconds back, an earworm. He can't jolt himself out of it. He's a stuck record. He can never play again. He tries to make the right shape with his remaining fingers. His hands won't do it. He rubs his eyes with his good hand. He feels like garbage, hungover, dehydrated. He's missing his shirt. His arms and chest are almost gray with muck. He can never play again. He sits there huddled for a long while, being small and unhappy and lost. He knows he's going to have to move eventually. He's working his way up to it. He looks up the corridor, eyes gradually recovering. He can see all right without his glasses, as long as he doesn't have to do much reading. He's in a school. There are notice boards, banks of lockers, a rainbow mural. The place is deserted and silent. There's a dull red light coming through the windows in the classroom doors on the far side of the corridor, suggesting that the sun is low on that side of the building, rising or setting. He has taught one-off music lessons in one or two schools, but he doesn't recognize this one. With some unease, he examines his bad hand. The stumps of his fingers are lumpy and uneven and have healed badly. A mass of scar tissue and scabs and no stitches in sight. As if the digits were removed with great imprecision, hacked off, or bitten off? It troubles him that he can't remember. His memory is normally so sharp and clear. He thinks he's thinking clearly, but when he concentrates and tries to access the lost time, something in that gap pushes him back. A fierce red heat. It occurs to him that though his severed digits have healed very badly, they have healed. They certainly aren't bleeding, although there's a continual ache. How long would that take? How much time has he lost? What the hell happened? Way down the corridor, away from the classrooms, an office door is standing ajar. In that office, a telephone starts to ring. The office is poky and dimly lit, piled high with paperwork. 2 small desks, battered office chairs. He finds the ringing phone and picks up.
Hello?
Mr. Wheeler?
Yes, who is this?
Mr. Wheeler, you've been sick for an extended period of time. I will be pleased to answer all of your questions, soon, but not now. There is a woman in room W16. She is dying.
I'm not a doctor.
I know. There is nothing you can do to save her. Nevertheless, you must go to her, now.
I feel like I'm not the best person to do that. I'm not in the best place today.
It has to be you. There is no one else.
Who is she?
She is significant. Go now, please. She does not have much time.
Wheeler is at a loss. He doesn't seem to have the strength to not do what he's told. He doesn't have any other direction to go in. The phone handset is corded, or he'd take it with him. He frets a little about not being able to take it with him.
You'll still be here?
Yes.
He leaves the handset off the hook. He goes back along the silent corridor. He finds the door numbered W16 and peeks through the safety glass into the orange-red lit classroom, squinting at the sunlight which floods it from the windows. It's still not clear to him whether it's dusk or early morning. There's nobody in the classroom that he can see. He opens the door and goes in. There are elaborate, colorful biology posters and coursework displays, desks in disarray, scattered books and felt-tip pens, brightly colored backpacks. He takes a pace or two up the central aisle, not seeing what he thinks he should be seeing, and turns around and jumps, startled. There's a huge chalk sketch on the blackboard, a highly realistic rendering of a woman's head and shoulders. He would swear the board was blank when he walked in. The image is moving. It's as if it's being drawn and erased and redrawn 5 or 10 times per second. The woman looks about his age. Her face is framed with masses of hair, although with the negative color effect of being drawn in white chalk on a black background, it's difficult to tell what color her hair ought to be. The one splash of color comes from the thick, bright blue frames of her glasses. She looks distraught, and she seems to be saying something, and although there's no sound, her text is written beside her.
Adam,
Yes?
I remember everything. I can't forget a single minute of it. I know everything he did now. I was blind and he ran rings around me. I made mistake after mistake. He killed everybody I love except for you.
More lines come out. Each new thing she says erases the old. After this, her lips stop moving. The last phrase lingers for longer than the others before scrubbing itself blank. Wheeler spends a long moment absorbing the final statement, turning it around, trying to figure out where, if anywhere, it slots into his life. He's never seen this woman before. But is that true? He studies her features and his memory cycles around, and he unearths something deep and significant in his past. A bizarre encounter he hasn't devoted thought to in what feels like a century.
Her. That one time at the hospital, remember? You gouged a chunk out of your foot backstage after a show. Spent half the night in the emergency room. She was there and you got talking. God, who was she now? A government agent, or at least in that sphere. She was unreal. A whole other level from me. Tough, skilled, beautiful, sharp like a sapphire. We talked about music, film scores, the trash which passed for TV sci-fi these days. And David Lynch. It was, well, you don't know, that early, but it was promising. But nothing happened. They patched up my foot and we never went anywhere. Did we? Marion.
He's almost got it. He holds a hand up, fearful, as if motioning for her to stop.
No, this can't be.
I sent you away because I was trying to save your life.
He remembers. It reconnects all at once. The years upon years of inextricable shared life. There's too much energy there. It crashes through him violently. It's like grabbing a frayed electrical line. It's like being shot. He stumbles backwards, disbelieving. He never imagined how much he was missing.
No. Marion.
And it didn't work.
What happened to you? I should have been there.
And he ruined the world, and now you'll have to live in hell.
Where are you? Someone said you were dying.
I'm already dead. I'm the memory. But now the memory is dying too. He's found his way into heaven, and he's ruining it. Like the earth.
What do you need? I'll stop him. I'll help you. I'll do anything I can. I love you.
She says nothing. After a moment or two, Wheeler realizes that her image is frozen. He goes up to it and peers at the chalkwork. Hesitantly, with his right hand, he reaches out to the heavy chalk shading of her hair and touches it with one finger. He leaves a dark dot. The chalk dust is real, on the board and on his finger. She's just a drawing. She's gone. It's all gone. He blacks out. He regains consciousness on a hard, scrubbed floor at the front of a school classroom. He's lying there as if tossed beneath the blackboard like a rag doll, one arm stretched out along the wall. He rolls over, gasping, and plants his other hand on the floor, and it's then that he discovers what happened to that hand.
Dear God.
He stares, uncomprehending, at the mangled stubs. In a strange, abstract way, the loss of his first two fingers just doesn't connect with him. It's as if he woke up already accepting it.
What the hell happened?
He compares his left hand with his right, which mercifully is pristine. He flexes them, mirroring the action as best he can. There could be a little nerve damage in his left hand. He'll have to talk to a specialist, but he should be able to wield a bow.
Well, I suppose I'm playing left-handed from now on.
Good God, how long is it going to take him to get to the same level of proficiency? A good while. He thinks back. The last thing he remembers is playing Shostakovich. He was flying through it, and he was having no trouble. He can almost hear what he was playing, note perfect, right up to the instant the memory abruptly cuts off. But he can't think of what comes next. Instead, that final snippet fades in again from a few seconds back, repeats itself right up to the cutoff point, and stops, almost with an audible click. It's an earworm. He feels like a stuck record. So, he does what he always does. Hums a different song to displace it. He feels strange. He's hungover, dehydrated. He's missing his shirt, and his arms and chest are almost gray with muck. And he's dying, positively dying for a cigarette. But he feels strangely upbeat, as if he's recovered from a prolonged illness, as if the worst is over. He gets up, eyes gradually recovering. He can see all right without his glasses, as long as he doesn't have to do much reading. The classroom is silent, lit red-orange from a sun which could be rising or setting. There are elaborate, colorful biology posters and coursework displays. Desks in disarray, scattered books and felt-tip pens, brightly colored backpacks. The blackboard is blank. Wheeler has taught one-off music lessons in 1 or 2 schools, but he doesn't immediately recognize this one. Way down the corridor from the classroom, an office door is standing ajar. In that office, a telephone starts to ring. The office is pokey and dimly lit, piled high with paperwork. There are 2 small desks, each with a beaten-up office chair. Each desk has a phone, one of which is off its hook. He puts it back, obeying a hardwired instinct to tidy up. It's the other phone which is ringing, though, of course.
Hello?
Mr. Wheeler?
Yes. Who's this?
Before we begin, may I ask you a quick question? Does the name Marion Hutchinson mean anything to you?
Not as such, should it?
The synthesized voice makes it impossible to tell whether the caller is dismayed by this, indifferent, or relieved.
No. My name is Ulrich. I'm part of an organization called the Foundation. The objective of the Foundation was to prevent what has happened from happening.
Wheeler turns around, suddenly afraid, but there's nothing behind him.
And what has happened?
The world's gone to hell, Mr. Wheeler.
Well, bad luck there.
There's a long pause. Long enough that Wheeler wonders to what insane degree he might have understated the situation.
Yes, very bad luck. Mr. Wheeler, we need your help. And by we need your help, I mean I need your help. Because there is no one left of the Foundation but me. And I have no one but you. And I am dying.
I'm very sorry to hear that, Miss Ulrich.
He finds that he means it. He chooses his next words with some care.
What do you need?
I need you to find a man named Bartholomew Hughes. Please take a seat. I will explain everything.
What do you mean he forgets her again?
Catalina, are you crying?
How can I not? This went from a love story to body horror and back to a love story, and then that happens? This gives me more whiplash than the telenovelas I used to watch with my tias. Ani, why'd you get me to read this one?
Hey, Ani, can I, speak with you to the side for a second? Yeah, great. So, what the hell? Why did you get Catalina to read this one?
Okay, I'm gonna be really honest here. I'm not actually concerned about Catalina constantly crashing out. She has to deal with Jean repeatedly, my roommate. This was bound to happen. But this was an emotional story, and it goes pretty deep into Adam's trauma. Catalina was perfect for this, but you can't just say that without ruining it.
Did you read ahead?
Well, duh. You don't get to medical school without learning to get ahead on your work. I gave it a skim while you guys were all freaking out over the spiders.
Fair enough, but why didn't you tell us this was why?
As I said, it ruins everything. When someone knows it's going to be emotional, they become guarded and avoid it. I know Kat loves her sob stories, and that's why I gave it to her.
I am literally a psychology major.
Exactly. So it felt right.
That's weirdly nice of you to do. I thought you were just...
What, being aggressive? Nah, buddy. I saved that just for you. Anyways, Rowan, what's next?
Did you read ahead on this one too?
Of course I did. But no one else knows.
Fair. This next one looks to be the mirror image of this one. It's what's happening to Ulrich at the same time this story happened.
Hold on, the voice that was in the phone?
Exactly.
Sounds like this will be interesting, right, guys? Anyway, snack time.
And as we close, I would like to give a special thank you to those in real life who made this episode possible. In particular, I would like to thank the author of today's story, QNTM, the story itself being named ORUN, spelt ARAORUN. I would also like to thank the many voice actors you heard in this episode, in particular Esme, who played the role of Catalina, Peach, who played the role of Rowan, John, who played the roles of Jean and Adam Wheeler, Kit, who played the role of Ani, and Taya, who played the role of Ulrich. For those curious, my name is Gaia, and I played the role of Lyrillin. Finally, I would like to thank the composer of the music you heard in the background of this episode. His name is Kevin MacLeod, and you can find his music and more at incompetech.org, I want to say it is. Regardless, if you just look up Kevin MacLeod on Google, it is the first result. So, thank you all for listening, and have a good one.